My name is Lindsay Tischer, and I am the president and one of the co-founders of HART, the humane animal rescue team that is based here in Edmonton, Alberta. We're a non-profit dog rescue organization, and we rely entirely on the generosity and compassion of our volunteer network. We have a focused community of Maskwacis, and that is for First Nations, and that is our priority community for the dogs that come into our care. So we triage the dogs that come into our care. So the community of focus gets our first priority, but then we look at big rescue situations. We work cooperatively with other groups. In addition to that, if there are, the fires and the floods that have been happening over the last number of summers, we band together again, work cooperatively with other groups so that those dogs that are displaced or require care, we're working together to either rehome them or to provide, temporary care. We see a lot of dogs who have run into porcupines, so they come in with a face full of quills. The first stop that they make is to one of our veterinary partners. We do see on occasion dogs who have suffered other types of trauma. So maybe they've been hit by a car in the past. We've had some really sad cases where there's been other traumatic injuries. And we work really hard to get those dogs in as soon as we learn about them. Every dog eventually finds their home, and we work really hard to ensure that even a dog with a chronic medical condition or some, known behavior quirks find the right home. We can only rescue as many dogs as we have foster homes for, so that's really important for us. Our foster homes are just regular people with regular lives who open their homes and their hearts to dogs that are in need. So if you're interested in fostering, it is a wonderful way to literally give a dog a new leash on life. For individuals who might not be thinking that they can foster long-term, we also use what are called short-term temporary fosters, so that we can bring that mom and pup in from the cold, we can bring that medical dog in. We have our adoptions team, we have our behavior team, we have our events team, we have our medical team, we have our treasury team. So all of those require skill sets that individuals may have. We provide all of the medical care that is required, from the regular vaccines to deworming to tick treatments during the summer months. We also, of course, provide the spay and neuter. Once that's all taken care of, then a dog has two states of clearance. One is a medical clearance and one is a behavior clearance. Once a dog achieves both of those, then they are considered adoptable. If you can't volunteer or if you can't foster, we are entirely driven by our funding initiatives. So we do fundraising events, we do fundraising initiatives, private donations. We have no government funding, so it is all through the resourcefulness of our volunteers. So every dollar really makes a difference, because every vaccine, there's a dollar that goes into that. Every spay and neuter, there's dollars that go into that. You can also come out to our adoption days. The adoption days are really a great way to meet some of our volunteers, and if you are interested in volunteering, you can meet some of us and see the sense of community that we do have. You can also meet some of our adoptable dogs. One of our most valuable partners is Homes Alive, so you can also come out to any Homes Alive anytime and find out some information. We typically have an event almost every month or two to keep things fresh. So keep your eye on our events calendar, and you might be able to come out and meet us that way. We all have family lives, we all have, our work lives, but there is something so special when you can bring a dog in and see it flourish in care and then find it match with its forever home. I don't know that there's anything that is quite that rewarding to give your time and attention to. So I think that's one of the main benefits of volunteering with an organization, especially of this size. Again, you can see as a volunteer exactly where your efforts are going, the difference that you're making, the community that we have created over the 20 years of operating. We're close-knit, we celebrate, we strive to do better for the dogs. There are some challenging times, but that's where the successes are so rewarding. The wagging tails and wet noses, those are so rewarding.